I'm Jennifer Angel from Mistress of Astrology. And these are your stars, your horoscope, Capricorn, for week September 16th, 2013. Now, first of all, we're going to have a look at what's happening with Pluto, because Pluto is in your sign. I think I probably mention this every week. It's a slow-moving planet. But anyway, so I'm going to mention again in case there's someone new watching, so sorry for repeating myself. And it's in your sign right through, let me get the exact date correct for you. I'm going to have a look at my wall chart here, right through to November the 20th, 2024. So it has been retrograde. It's coming out of its retrograde transit this week on the 21st, so at the end of the week. So what Pluto is all about, Pluto is a planet of transformation. It's also a planet that can uncover anything that's not working or not any dealings, let's say, that are not to the highest standard that's happening in your life. So Pluto can uncover them. Now, your ruling sign, your ruling planet rather, Saturn, builds up. So Pluto will like break down to transform and build up. So what you want to make sure that you do with Pluto, particularly over this next immediate period going direct in your sign out of its retrograde transit, is make sure that you set your own standards, Capricorn, and you do the right thing. Of course, not everybody is going to do the same. Not everybody's going to look after you. And, you know, there's a moment there that you think, well, they're doing it, you know, so I'm going to be the same back. You know what? That doesn't serve you. So you have to set your own standards and do what you feel is right. We all know in our heart what is the right thing to do. So, you know, that's where you've got to look if there's any doubt. All right, now talking about your ruling planet, Saturn. Saturn is sitting in your solar 11th house. So this is all to do with friendship and what you can give back in life. Now, this week, Saturn and Venus, both in this area, are conjunct. So when a planet is conjunct, it's generally in the same sign, not always, but it's always at the exact same degree. So what I want to say to you this week is think about what you're putting out, because that's what you'll get back. So that's the way that energy works. It's like it's you want to build good karma in your life. So this is really following on from the trend of Pluto in your sign. So it's like what you put out is what you get back, and that's what you want to focus on. This is also very much to do with finances as well, because Venus is the ruler of love and money. All right, so moving on, the other aspect, there are a lot of aspects that are happening this week. It's a very, very busy week aspects. I'm not going to go through all of them. I'm only just going to mention a few which I think are more you know, greater influence to you. And the next one that I want to just highlight is Mercury squares Jupiter. Now, Jupiter is right opposite you in your 7th house of love and partnerships and relationships. It's there. Jupiter is the planet of abundance and expansion. It generally will stay in a sign about 12 months. Now, for this stay right opposite you, it's going to be there right through till July the 15th, 2014. Just let me double check those dates. Yeah, July the 15th, 2014. All right, so with a square with Mercury, Mercury is the planet of communication. There's two things here right opposite you have to do with relationships. I want to say on a personal note, sometimes when it's what people don't say that can be the most telling. Okay, so try and read between the lines of what's happening there on a personal note. On a business note, then I want to just say to you also on this note that it's like Mercury is sitting there in your solar 10th house, so you want to make sure that you pay attention to the details, because it is a square, although a square between Mercury and Jupiter admittedly is a softer aspect than a square between, let's say, Uranus and Pluto that we've been experiencing lately. But even still, a square is a 90-degree aspect, and it is challenging in its essence. So a couple of things on a business note to keep in mind here. You want to just stay in the realms of reality. Make sure what you're saying is coming across in the way that you intend, so pay attention to the details. And as I said, try not to have too much high expectations. So certainly we want to always, us Capricorns, and if you've been watching me for a while, you'll know I'm a Capricorn. We want to think positive, and we don't want to limit ourselves through our own thoughts, but there's a need to be somewhat realistic about life as well. Okay. All right, so have a great week, Capricorn. I hope to see you next week. It's certainly a very progressive week, and bye for now.